Good morning. 8 o'clock, Wednesday morning. Disney Resort. Just got done working out. Everybody's starting to wake up. I wanted to make sure I got a video out today. Everything before now, I've been here since Saturday. So everything before now, I have recorded and pre-uploaded and had it scheduled to go. So we're gonna make one today, and less than a few days we're here. Guys, what I wanted to talk about today was self-concept. It's a topic that's I've talked about a few different times. Many people are talking about it nowadays more than ever, and there's a big reason why. Self-concept is in everything. Self-concept dictates everything we do, from the way we buy products to the way we find love and everywhere in between. Self-concept is the idea that it is your idea of yourself. It is how you feel about yourself truthfully, and how you really see yourself fitting into the world, right? So that means the way that you interpret your life being fitted around you, like how you see yourself in life, where you see yourself supposed to be, how you see yourself supposed to be acting in different situations. With this understanding, it's easy to see how self-concept will dictate so much of your life, right? I mean, it's anything from, like, in my life, I've learned so much about self-concept the past several years, and especially the past year in particular. You see, in my journey, I spent a lot of time forcing my way into different situations, into different ways of being that I thought was meant to be, so to say, or that it was going to be like what I was going to do to fix my situation. It was everything I needed to be. It was everything I needed to do to fix whatever it was that I was trying to fix at that time. And so I struggled a lot. I of course found a lot of struggle, and it was good for me, don't get me wrong. I grew through it all, and it helped me develop into who I am today. And that's what the rest of my life will look like as well. But now that I know my self-concept even more, I'm working on every day my true self-image. I'm not holding myself back in the ways that I was as much before. You see, I've told you many times before, as I grew up, I was this very anxious, self-conscious young kid. I had no idea how I fit into the world. I had no idea how I fit into just basic interactions at times. So throughout my process, it's been about eliminating that fear of rejection, that fear of being the odd person out. And don't get me wrong, I still got a long way to go, but I am so grateful to be where I'm at, and I'm also very conscious of how I've gotten to where I'm at. By making the decisions that allowed me to analyze and accept and go into those parts of my self-image that maybe weren't so pretty, that really weren't so pretty, that I didn't want to look at for so long, that most people will never look at because it's so painful to look at. Not to mention, we don't realize the need to look at it until we're much older than I am. I've been blessed to open my eyes up and go through some pretty stressful situations as far as struggling to figure out who I was early on. I've been blessed to go through those to figure out more of who I am early on, compared to where most people, there's a lot of fun and games, there's a lot of avoidance, easy avoidance. I've never been able to avoid shit. Like, avoiding for me would just be going to get a normal job and hating it and so on and so forth. Not that there's anything wrong with normal jobs. What I mean is just working with people I don't like, working with environments I don't like where it's a negative influence on me. Instead, I've chosen to be on my own path and choose my own environments as best as I can. And don't get me wrong, you got to make do with where you're at to get to where you want to go. In many situations, that's what I did as well. I worked a job for 2 or 3 years. Well, yeah, like 2 years, where the people there were very negative at many times. I told you about that before. And I had to learn how to protect my energy. So I made the best of it, right? But I also knew the whole time that there's a lot of negativity there that I didn't want to be around very much, right? But I had to make do to get to where I wanted to go, right? So it's just about taking the time to really analyze what it is you're going through and be mindful of it. Be mindful of why it is you're in that situation. In most cases, it's because of our self-identity. In most cases that we go through in life, whether good or bad, it's because of how we see ourselves in the world. So it's up to us to accept where we're at, to then make effective choices to get out of it if we need to get out of it, if we need to make better decisions. Instead of just continuing to avoid it and facing the pain regularly, avoiding the pain regularly for the rest of our life. Anyways, I'll probably make many more videos on this at some point. I'm going to cut it short here today. Again, got a day of Disney ahead, so we'll have some fun. Guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Have a great day. Let's go.